A message to V-Line. Hello and welcome to Sea Gunzels. I am Woodrow, and today I'm going to be complaining about V-Line and the way that they handled their service yesterday. So, yesterday, just for a bit of context, I was heading up to Wodonga on V-Line, and, well, basically, the train got cancelled in typical V-Line fashion, but this is possibly the worst way that they could have handled it. So I'm going to play the clips, and then whenever I need to chime in with my own commentary, I will. So, thank you for watching, and this is how my day started. Hello and welcome to Sea Gunzels. I am Woodrow, and you may remember that earlier in the year I filmed a V-Line review from Southern Cross to Wodonga. Today I'll be doing another one, and it will probably be mostly identical, except I'm pretty sure that the buffet is available again, so that might be included in the review. And as you just heard, that the train is now arriving at Willesden. This is the train to Camberwell. I then have to change on a train to Flinders Street, then I have to change on another train from Flinders Street to Southern Cross. As you can see, it is actually also quite early in the morning. But yeah, I hope you enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you probably at Southern Cross. Okay, so I have made it to Southern Cross. As you can see, those are the V-Line platforms there. I hope that soon I get to film a tour of Southern Cross Station, because it's big, and I think a tour could help out some tourists. But the Albury trains usually depart from platform 2, which is all the way over there on the other side of the station, and sometimes platform 1 too. That train there is not our train. So yeah, that's where I'm going to head over to right now. So as you can see, I am currently at Southern Cross platforms 2A. Platforms 2 and 1 are standard gauge, which means the Albury trains can only depart from platforms 1 and 2. The Overland and the XPT also depart from platforms 1 and 2 as well. So if you're travelling on one of those two trains, you need to come to here. So yeah, as you can see, the 1205 train, which departs later, will be departing from here, platform 2B actually, and then my train today, the 705 to Albury, will be departing from platform 1, which is further up there behind the footbridge and the escalator over there. So yeah, that's my train for today. Okay, here's the start of platform 1 here. It's just past the footbridge, and platform 2 continues on there, and you can see off in the distance there's the Albury train. It is going to reverse into platform 1, which is here, and I'll film that happening when it does happen. Over here too, we have another end set with no locomotive, but does have one of these old style luggage vans, which is cool. And over in the far distance, which is kind of blocked by the cart now, but you can see over there, sort of, there is a velocity going, but I don't know where that's going to be going. So yeah, I was just having fun filming some trains at Southern Cross and filming some informative bits. And I was just having fun until a V-Line customer service agent came up to me on the platform and informed me of the following. So as that Mernda service is arriving, I need to inform you that the train that I was going to take, the 705 Albury, has had a platform change and is now, well, not a platform change, it's being cancelled altogether, and the staff have given us tickets on the next train to Seymour, and then from Seymour we're getting road coaches. So yeah, that sucked, but it did lead to this happening. But it's led to this fun thing here at Albury, at Southern Cross, sorry, where it says the 705 Albury service is departing from a platform where the Albury service cannot physically depart from. So, that's a fun photo. This is going to be a fun trip up to Seymour and then road coaches to Albury. Hopefully this doesn't happen on the way back.
Fair enough.
Good. That could be the Seymour service. We might have a platform change and we might all have to go over to platform 6A to board this train to Seymour. But it's a 6 car velocity, so I don't know. I'll keep you updated.
So I was just train spotting, wondering when our train was going to arrive, but it never did arrive. And then we were told the following.
Okay, so once again we have been ushered off platform 7A. We now need to head to platform 11 to get on a metro service to Craigieburn before hopping on coaches from Craigieburn instead of Seymour, going to Seymour and Albury. Yeah, this is not acceptable, V-Line.
So yeah, they made us get on a metro train to Craigieburn before hopping on coaches. And at this point I was just getting really angry. This just wasn't acceptable. I think as soon as they cancelled the Albury train, they should have just put us on coaches straight away from Southern Cross. I think that would have been the more reasonable option. But no, they put us through extra inconvenience. So yeah, I'll just let a few more clips play out as I was just train spotting at Southern Cross waiting for the Craigieburn train to arrive, because it was like 15 minutes away.
Right, so now arriving on platform 10 is the service to Lilydale. I am now on platform 11. The next train on platform 11 is an Upfield service. So that's going to go through, I'll film that going through. Then the train after that in about 12 minutes, or 10 minutes now I think, is service to Craigieburn. And then we get coaches from Craigieburn instead of coaches from Seymour. This is just not acceptable, V-Line. If you're going to run a train, at least don't confuse us with having to change trains multiple times and then cancelling that train and then making us hop on a metro train for an hour up to Craigieburn, and then we're going to be for like another 3 hours on coaches. Yeah, not acceptable, V-Line. Get your act together. Also, there's new VID designs at Southern Cross, but for some reason only on platform 11. They're not on platform 10 and 9, which is where I arrived, so I know that. And I don't think they're on platform 13 and 14. So let me know in the comments what you think of this new VID design. Yeah, but a little bit longer, hopefully not too much longer, until the train to Craigieburn arrives. Lucky people, they're actually getting a train all the way to Wendouree, I believe, because that's over where I was before. That's the train I filmed coming in. That train's going to Wendouree. Lucky then they get an actual train and they have no confusion at all.
So I was already quite angry waiting for the train over to Craigieburn, and then I looked up on the PID, and I'll tell you what I saw on that PID.
What was meant to be a message to V-Line is now also a joint message to Metro, because our train to Craigieburn is now only going as far as Essendon, because there's an equipment fault at Craigieburn, so now we have to get buses to Craigieburn, and then get coaches to Albury. This is just getting more and more confusing, and I just don't even know anymore. This might be the last ever time I ever tried to travel on V-Line. Okay, here's our train to Essendon, not Craigieburn. It's only going as far as Essendon. It is a Siemens though, so that's a good thing, because I really like Siemens trains, so I guess that's one positive. So let's get on. Okay, we're now departing Southern Cross on the Essendon train. I'm getting very annoyed at both V-Line and Metro. Just the whole Melbourne train network in general, actually. Yeah. I guess, see you at Essendon. Yeah, I don't know if the V-Line bus is going to go from Essendon or from Craigieburn. I presume it's still going from Craigieburn, because I haven't heard otherwise. But yeah, this is just turning into a very unlucky day. And I don't know what's happening with any trains anymore. Yeah. Okay, I'll give you updates as I get them.
So then I was on the train, and then I started to get bored, so I did the following.
Okay, because I'm bored on the way to Essendon, I guess it's time for a Siemens seat
Now
review.
arriving at Newmarket.
We're now arriving at Newmarket. So I really like the seats on this train because they have covering with a lot of stations on the Metro network. See, there's like, if we go up here, there's like Ashburton, Burwood, Brunswick, Preston, Leverton, Mitcham, Murrumbeena, Burwood. Yeah, and they have a lot of stations from the Metro network. You can see Alamein there as well in blue. I think that says Richmond to Sydenham, which shows just how old these are, because Sydenham is now called Water Gardens. So it just shows how old that these seats are. And as you can see, there's not a lot of padding, but they are still kind of comfortable. But they are similar to like the ironing board seats in the UK. But yeah, that's a Siemens seat review.
So basically, the train was arriving at Essendon. I was getting ready to get off the train, so then I could get on the replacement bus to Craigieburn, then go on the coach from Craigieburn to Albury. So I was getting ready to do that when the driver came on the announcement and said this.
Okay, so fun times here. We have just arrived right now at Essendon, and the driver just came on the announcement and said that this is going to be the first train that is going all the way through to Craigieburn. So we're not terminating at Essendon, we're gonna keep going. It seems like they've just fixed it now, whatever the problem was. So that's good. We'll be continuing to Essendon, Craigieburn, sorry. At least that's something positive to come out of this trip so far. Right, we're just about to arrive at Craigieburn. Well, maybe not just about, because it's quite a big distance between Roxburgh Park and Craigieburn, but it is the next station. So yeah, I'll see if we do actually, what's gonna happen, if we need to get on a coach to Seymour and then change at Seymour for an Albury coach, or if it will be two different coaches for Seymour passengers and for Albury passengers. I'll keep you updated when I get to Craigieburn.
So instead of having all the coaches go to Wodonga, which obviously due to COVID restrictions and border closures, it turns out that the coaches didn't go all the way to Albury. But yeah. So the coaches, all of the coaches that they had organised were going as far as Wodonga, but just for passengers who needed to go to Seymour, they would stop in Seymour for. But yeah, basically, the coach driver, on my coach at least, was really nice and funny. He pretended that the coach was a train, and then after every announcement he said toot toot, which was unnecessary, but I'm pretty sure his daughter was on board, and he was only doing it for her benefit. So yeah, you'll probably hear that in some of the upcoming clips, which I'm just gonna let them roll out, and then, because there were no other disruptions that I need to talk about, so I'm just gonna let them roll, and then I'll summarise what I think V-Line could have done better at the end. Okay, so we are now departing Craigieburn Station. On the coach, you can see there's another coach over there, and then we're gonna go out. This coach is only stopping at Benalla, and then after Benalla it only stops at Wodonga. So yeah, hopefully this will be a fun trip up the rest of the way to Wodonga, and hopefully we don't have similar disruptions on the way back.
Fasten seatbelts at all times. It's a highway patrol. RTA, pull me up anytime. You're the one who will cop the fine. Water is acceptable. Definitely no smoking at all. The toilet is located up on the back of the train on the right hand side.
Have you been to it before? Once, at the beginning of the year, which is the last time I saw them in May time. But it was cold weather, so we didn't do anything. Yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, I am your train driver for the morning or for the rest of the day. My name is Matt. If you do have any inquiries, you're quite welcome to come down the front and see me anytime. This train will be stopping at Benalla into Wodonga Station, and then Wodonga Station into Water Towers. Water Towers, if anyone wants to know what Water Towers is the main street of Wodonga.
Yeah, do you know whereabouts they live?
You get nice coffees and pies out there too.
I'm terrible in directions. Like, they've not even sent me the address, so we just might well pick you up from the station. Oh, yeah, okay, yeah. Whatever, maybe just picking you up from the station. Yeah.
And if anyone has brought their USB port chargers, underneath your chairs there is USB chargers to charge up your laptops, your mobile phones. Well, the customers sit behind every seat except for the two front seats. There is tables there. You can put those tables down and put your laptop or phone inside the slot, and that will hold your phone and you can watch your movies. If you are going to look at the tables, please don't slam the tables up. You will send me flying to the roof of my train, and I'll lose concentration on the road, what we don't want to happen. So if you can, just quietly try and put the tables up as nicely as you can.
Okay, so quick V-Line coach seat review. It's not an official V-Line coach. I think the company that's operating it is like Skyline or something. But obviously they have like a contract with V-Line in which they operate some of their replacement coaches. The seat is quite good. There's grab handles here, and there's also coat hooks on those handles. There's one here too on the other side of the seat. There is table, which is kind of hard to pull down, but it's fine. You can see there's a groove to put your phone, but you're not allowed to eat, so you can't use this as like an eating table, but a decently sized tray table. And then there's also a pocket here too. So and then in terms of the actual seat, it's quite comfy. It's alright. There's also like a headrest too. So yeah, that's a quick tour of the seats on the coach. Okay, after a little bit of going along on the coach, we are in Benalla, which isn't Wodonga, but we're somewhere. Yeah, I'll film the arrival into Benalla now.
Yeah, generally quite good and happy, always smiling. Yeah, very easy, and I really like projects. And then my younger brother, he's got 3, Jane, Evan, and Vixen. But I'm not as close with that younger brother, so I don't really see his kids that much. Yeah. Partner probably doesn't get on, like, I don't think his partner's with my mum thinks with him in a way, so it's probably they're just like sly little family that they make aspect of it. But like, yeah, I do see them at like Christmas and stuff, but like I don't regularly FaceTime them, but I regularly FaceTime the other one. And yeah, like, yeah, their favourites, like everyone else, like whatever you want, like they're just like so cute, like, you know, just like kids that are like happy and easy and like, I don't know, the idea of this like, constantly like, yeah, I remember last time I had to Hamish, and it's like, it wasn't even 1, it was 9, and she's like, you have to talk to him all the time, and I was like, baby, like, I don't need to talk to him, like, you can't even, like, you just let him sit there, it's like, you've got to talk to him, and I was like, oh my god, I'm exhausted, like, so just like a different parenting style, which I think is definitely not me if I was that kid, and, you know, like, the ones that rather have a bit more independence, they're a bit more confident in themselves, but yeah, each to their own, obviously, and it's like a complex area, but yeah, I'll see it. I think there's been child development with kids who are like, oh yeah, new idea, just try and error a lot of it. Yeah, exactly. And also I think it's just like sort of back to the basics of just like giving them time, like, especially in Melbourne where parents have to work so much, like some kids just actually just want the attention. Yeah. And you know, you to know that the mum and dad are there, rather than the fancy toys.
With little rabbit, like he goes 100 mile an hour, but sometimes, like especially when he's younger, we can just like encourage him to do like multiple different things throughout the day.
Yeah.
And you know, like his attention span for doing that one thing, or because he'd be thinking about the next thing.
Yeah.
And you know, she'd be like, right, we'll do this, and we'll do this, and we'll do this.
Oh yeah, she's a teacher.
Yeah.
My sister used to be a teacher.
She's like, I think she's 4 years in.
Yeah, that's right.
She's like, we'll do this, so he's not focused on that one thing. He's thinking what we're doing next.
Yeah.
And then he's like, right, come put the square now, and think I'm gonna do this, and I'm like,
Just play with it until you're bored.
exactly.
Yeah, I think that's the teacher personality. Because I think teachers at the start of the
Very
day,
organised.
they would say, today we're working for this for 3 hours, then we're going to do some art after lunch, and then we're going to do some sport in the afternoon. So that's where that would come from. So it all comes back to like personality and stuff. But yeah, it's nice to my parents. But like, I go back there and I'm exhausted. Like,
You're like, I need a break from her.
like, oh, they were just like, it's like mum and dad, like, they just, cause they're on the farm and stuff, they're just like there all the time. And I was like, Mum, like, and like
I need a rest.
I need a rest, and like often like it's free sort of babysitting. So like my brother might be like, "Well, can you look after Claire because I'm going into the tractor?" And I was like, "Okay," but like, you know, like I don't know what I'm doing, so this is quite stressful for me. Yeah.
Or anything Emmett asks for, we get.
Yeah. You can see it. Like Cameron really likes my brother. He's a real sugar addict, but he's like skinny, so like it doesn't matter. He's got good metabolism. And Cameron's also got it, so like often he'll come over at like 10 and be like, "Come, let's have a wally." Like, and I'm like, "Mum, it's 9:30," and she's like, "Oh well, you can have one." And I was like, imagine me as your child being, you would never have given me a lolly at 9:30 a.m. on a Wednesday. Like, never. My grandparents. Or he FaceTimed me and he was like, he went to dinner and told me and he was like, "Yeah, I had a drumstick," and I was like, I was like, they were the special treats I've ever got, like, you know, the grandkids. It is good, but like, I don't know how people that work full-time jobs like do it because like.
Okay, good morning ladies and gentlemen. This train will be arriving at Benalla Station very shortly. Please remain in your seats until the train comes to a stop. Toot toot.
Stopping in every.
I know that's what I kind of thought was going to happen, to be honest.
Okay, you make your bed. Ah, I thought you got to make your bed. You're a silly Billy. Okay, the train now is arriving at Benalla Station. The train is now arriving. Please remain in your seats until the train comes to a stop. Toot toot. We are, yeah. The train is going to come to a stop, isn't it? Yeah, that one's going somewhere else.
Yeah, that's, I just kind of did this one because I was trying to
Top time at Benalla Station, there's a few rules and conditions on this train. There's no eating, no drinking, no hot food, no soft drinks, no alcohol, and no smoking. Car, ladies and gentlemen, you must fasten seatbelts at all times. If the Highway Patrol RTA pull me up at any time, you're the one who'll cop the fine. It's just like a car. It's over a $750 fine. If you'd like to know, especially for the younger ones, yes, I have been pulled up by the Highway Patrol and RTA at weighbridges and along the side of the road, and I have checked the train. The passengers are not wearing seatbelts. So I have seen phones get issued out. Okay, water is acceptable. If anyone does have any cold drinks, you're most welcome to come down the front. I'll be able to, or you'll be able to lift up the fridge lid and put your soft drinks in there and keep it nice and cold until you hop off the train. If you want cold water and you want your water cold, you come down, put it in my little fridge. I'll give you that benefit to use.
And put her in a doll's pusher.
So cute. Beautiful to the
Yeah, she does actually. I think they're from my sister-in-law. And yeah, it's super cute. So funny.
Can't wait to see you, I bet.
Yeah. It's almost like it's to meet him on like the motor when he was younger on the motorbike and stuff. Melbourne, and it wasn't like starting for another year and a bit. So then I moved to London. The travel opportunity was really fun, but like my living accommodation wasn't really great. It's so expensive, right? And I wasn't qualified as a lawyer, so I was like working as a paralegal. So I was like in like a sort of 6-bedroom place. I was living in East London.
So that's a similar experience to what Megan had when she lived in London. I think she said she lived with like 5 other people.
Yeah. So it wasn't good.
Okay, so we are now arriving into Wangaratta. So I'll film the arrival into Wangaratta on the coach.
I don't think it changed.
So that was the exit, but I think we're still quite far away from the actual town, so I'll film when we get to the station.
We're arriving at Wangaratta station. Please remain in your seats until the train comes to a stop. Toot toot.
Okay, we are now arriving at Wangaratta station.
Yeah, I was just looking at the houses and it's probably not as much happening as what we would have quiet to see the bigger, but like
Wangaratta station. Please remain in your seats until the train comes to a stop.
and a bit closer to people.
And this car's taken up by
JD trainers. We'll take it. Oh, so they're coming back to you.
Yeah, going back to
By the way, down there is the XPT line.
I just look up the consumer guarantee.
You'll be right.
Say that it's not matching the packaging and
You'll be
label.
right. Thank you.
A lot of it.
No, my phone's almost dead too. Because my phone's too much. Oh, you know everything. You got the flashback phone. We've got to get a flashback phone. Really? Yeah.
we can chat.
Yeah, but my cord's in my bag.
I go to my
Oh, that's a bit hard, isn't it?
Yeah, doesn't matter. Next year, please. That'll be alright. It's alright.
I know.
My phone's lasted since 5 o'clock this morning, so it's kind of alright.
I think it's because where they're all this
And I've Snapchatted the whole time.
I think it looks like a
cute little library.
Toot toot.
Yeah. I had to do a bit of a loop. But then you can just get back on the freeway by then.
Thanks for taking this trip off of what it would have been.
What was that?
Thanks for taking this trip off of the
Oh yeah, it was really nice.
Yeah, it looks like
Okay, the train now is arriving at Wodonga Station. The train now is arriving at Wodonga Station. Please remain in your seats until the train comes to a stop.
You can go for a walk around Culture Gardens or something on a weekend.
For anyone who wants to continue on the water tower, you please remain on the train, and that will be our next station, will be Water Tower. So once I go on the water tower, please remain on the train.
Right, so those are all my clips from the trip up to Wodonga on V-Line. Now, as you saw, there was major disruptions, and obviously I think some of those were quite unnecessary. Like, you know, I think when the Albury train was cancelled, instead of directing people onto a Seymour train, they should have just got coaches straight away into the coach terminal, or from the nearest coach depot, and then just use those instead of making people go to Craigieburn and Seymour and then all these places. Yeah, it was just unnecessary, and they should have just, you know, they should have just had coaches straight away at Southern Cross or at least have some on standby nearby instead of making people try and get on different services to get to the destination. Yeah. It's just unnecessary. But yeah, thank you for watching this video. V-Line, if you are watching somehow, then you need to fix this, because I think this was just unnecessary. I should probably also mention that the bus driver said they only got the call to do the V-Line replacement service at 7 AM. By that time, we long knew that our train was replaced by coaches. So there was a chance that the only reason why this happened was so that they gave us something to do while they were getting coach drivers in to replace the trains. Yeah. So V-Line, if you're watching, the levels of disruption were just unnecessary. You should have just had coaches straight away, somewhere on call. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you for watching this video, and, yeah, bye for now, thank you for watching.